So there was this thing that happened over the weekend where like Ralph went missing, right?
Right.
And like, remember, Cog was out of a job basically for 3 days.
Yes.
Like he thought,
what am I gonna do? There's no more Ralph. Well, guess who better cash in? It's like I knew this motherfucker wasn't dead. I couldn't even believe it.
He's alive, Andy. Like,
if people messaged me like, "Is he alive? Is he?" I'm like, "He's fucking alive." Like the last thing he was posting. This is how I knew it was all bullshit. Last stuff he was posting was all wrestling posts about working yourself into a shoot. You jabroni marks, like the Hulk Hogan quote. So it's like, obviously, this is all kayfabe and gay. But with Ralph's life, you never do know. Like, he could just fucking be drunk, trip over, break his fucking neck. His heart could give out in the middle of the night. His liver could fucking go. He lives in a third world country. Like, he could be kidnapped by the cartel, or he could get robbed and mouth off and get knifed. Like, it wasn't impossible that something had happened to him, but just based off his pattern of behavior, for me, it's like, yeah, it's not going to be this easy, folks. He's still out there, he's still out there.
And also, that would have been the most boring ending to such a great character.
Unfortunately, though, it's probably going to be a boring ending like that.
Yeah.
Where it's one day, like, Ralph doesn't tweet, and then we just never hear from him or anything about him ever again. And he gets buried in some pauper's grave in Mexico somewhere. So Ralph is currently in Colombia at this sex trafficker guy's house.
Yeah.
Now, the guy's house that he's at, I'm not even kidding. The guy's house that he's at, he's billed as the inventor of revenge pornography.
Well,
and he has a website that's porn of teenage girls. It's teens. And it's like, is there verification of age in Colombia, or what's going on there?
Oh, we're exaggerating, folks. Well, check this out.
Yeah, there's a whole documentary on him
Netflix
called The Most Hated Man on the Internet, which you'd think was Ralph, but it's somehow this guy.
At 200 notifications.
There it was, topless,
there's an entire
photos.
Scary
It was an absolute
style, like,
documentary where it's like, this guy is evil.
And Ralph's like, I'll head to his house.
All right, I'm going to head to his house. It's like, do you not think that you might be getting baited and entrapped, with the promise of these teenage girls? And then you get robbed or ransomed or God knows what.
And he had a stream. Did you see the stream? So he had a stream there when he arrived. Yeah. And there's a girl. No. Sorry. When he's interviewing the dude, rather, before he flew out. And there's like a model behind him with her nipples straight out. Did you see that shit?
Crazy shit. And I saw that shit. And then I also saw Ralph got caught on a hot mic where he was like actually really nervous.
Yeah.
And you could tell he was shook.
There was a guy who like wanted him dead, apparently.
Yeah. Like, and I honestly, I'm a bit worried for Ralph over there.
He'll make it.
He's going to make it somehow.
Guys. He's invincible.
Yes, guys, there's no way. Ralph will never die, bitch. But anyhow, Ralph, I guess, hooked up with one of these women at the Colombian house, and it turns out
this is crazy, guys. Like,
they're trans. Okay. It turns out Ralph's super sexy hookup. This guy got Ralph all drunk, all fucked up. And then as a joke, he sent in this trans prostitute.
Okay.
This trans prostitute.
God damn it.
Into Ralph's fucking room. So here we have the schizo infograph that provides 100% compelling proof that Ralph had sex with this trans woman.
Okay, here's what I'll do, Ash.
The tattoos are matching between the picture that Ralph posted and the picture of this trans person.
Here's what I'm going to do. I made a separate scene here since the Zoom is broken, because this is like, we have to have this bigger on the screen. So here we go, guys. We'll explain this.
Ralph listen.
Ralph here on the top left says, okay, this was crazy, Ash. This tweet was insane. Listen to this. And I know it's too hard for you to read, so I'll read it.
Yeah.
I don't stick it in the mouth after, but actually, no. I did not stick my thumb up her ass with my patented, never before seen finishing maneuver, the Ralph thumb.
My patented finishing maneuver, the Ralph thumb, bitch.
This came out of nowhere, by the way. Now, hear this. She was so banging that I didn't even consider it. Very nice girl, 22 years old, intelligent, funny, all pro level. We had a long conversation.
So demented, bro.
This is crazy.
I had a long conversation with this prostitute where I got caught in my feelings and told the whore that I loved her and I would take care of her for the rest of her days because I'm a low-down, no-good simp called the Ralph Marley that gets down on my belly for even a crumb of man pussy.
He goes,
it's tough out there.
Yeah. We had a long conversation about how drugs are bad, even though we both use them. Talked a lot about.
Wow. We had a long walk on the beach where we talked about the pros and cons of Xanax usage.
Okay.
It was a really deep conversation. Like, who is bragging about the sort of conversation they had with a hooker? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing here? Like, how down bad are you? How desperate are you to be seen as somebody who's getting pussy there? That you're trying to flex this?
Hot young dudes, right?
Only on Ralph Ave.
We talked a lot about life stuff for about 8 hours.
Bro. Imagine, first of all, like, talking to any woman for 8 hours.
Talking to anybody.
Let alone talking to some dirty Colombian whore for 8 hours. Did she even speak English or he speak English?
Yeah.
He, she, we English? I don't know. But this is what Ralph has done. He has thumbed a man's ass and eaten a man's shit. He put the man meat in his mouth. He fell for the trap all the way.
We had deep conversations in a way that was unexpected. It was sort of a surreal experience. There you go. Now, here's the picture that he put out. And that tattoo matches this one. Now, I will say, pretty wild how someone went through an entire trans-Colombian escort site to find this.
You know what I'm saying?
That's kind of crazy too.
Demented, buddy.
But, I mean, we appreciate
what are we doing here? Like the dedication where you're just scouring through all of this tranny porn to try and find this stone, Ralph. Like, thank you for your service, sir. You felt it him this time.
Yeah.
The penis of this tranny was 22 centimeters long.
Whoa, buddy.
Which is approximately 8.7 inches
deep in, Ralph? Why did he take this photo?
Because he's gay.
Like, yes, the flex. Like,
gay.
Look, a prostitute. Like, no one... Wow, congrats.
Listen, buddy, everybody can get a prostitute,
no
buddy.
one takes photos of them, bud. Like,
let's flex this, guys. Yeah. We're now going to go through the sordid past history of Ralph with the trans community. So here we have Exhibit A. This is his wife, Pantsu. Pantsu, during this time, considered himself to be a man. Said that he was gender fluid. And here we have Ralph's wife with the phallus in her pants.
Oh, wait, what?
That's Ralph's wife, everyone.
Okay.
Whoa, buddy. This is what Ralph's into. He put a ring on it, folks.
Hang on.
He put a ring on it. It gets worse, though.
No.
Here we have Pantsu in an interview with our friend here, Andy Worski.
Pantsu what? Telling, me. I was here.
Pantsu telling all of us that she is a man.
Oh shit!
That's how I would describe myself. I am a woman.
I remember thinking when I was there, I'm like, who the fuck is this person? Why are we talking to this bitch?
I feel like a man is piloting my body.
Whoa!
So,
what does that
buddy.
You see me? I just go, what?
What?
It just
From
means I
behind?
kind of have like a
From behind.
male soul. I
Do
can
you peg
relate to
people?
men way more easily.
Oh.
I mean, I would be interested. I've never tried it. I honestly haven't.
Ralph
I'm kind
got
of scared.
pegged.
But I would
He's
show.
pegged.
Did you see me just laughing?
Oh,
I'm
you're
just like
dying laughing. This is
Quiet.
Ralph's wife saying that she has a male spirit.
Oh.
She feels like a man, and she has an interest in pegging.
Oh. You know who's? Don't forget, Alice was also trans before she showed up on IP2. That is true.
But I've only taken cock. I've never given it.
I think you should float the suggestion to Disney to see if they would be into
No,
it.
I like Gator's
we have.
trying to get in on this. Like, Gator, what are you doing, buddy? Gator, for God's sake, man, have some shame, bro.
We have obtained goods to try it, but I'm still really scared.
I like how I just stay silent and giggle like, whoa. But by the
Then-
way, we did. I reminded Ashton when she knocked on Chris Chan's fucking hotel room door. She's like,
Yes.
I had issues about my body as well, and all that stuff.
And then we have this tweet from Pantsu.
Okay.
Whoa, buddy.
Oh my god, my pronouns are in my
Pantsu's
bio.
Saying that she's non-binary, folks. So Ralph's wife was trans, okay?
What's this one?
And we have, this is sad.
Oh my
Here
god.
we have, this might have been the most down bad Ralph ever was. And you're thinking to yourself, oh, Ralph, yeah, he eats poo. Yes, he might get pegged. Yes, he might be a cock that watches his wife get pounded by a Mexican gigolo.
Mhm.
Yes. But
Sure.
surely he would never thirst over a trans thing. Well,
Remember this background?
whoa.
Like, I know your other.
Wait, look at this Killstream confessional. Oh, it's so cringe.
It's the Killstream confessional, and here he's gonna admit his feelings of love for Lucas, aka Keffels.
No way.
Yes.
girl that he knows.
Hank sent $3. Any news on the Keffels competition? Is she down?
She ain't down. I ain't gonna have a Zanny By the way, that was
A Zanny competition.
A Zan eating competition with Keffels.
That's kind of wild.
Crazy. Josh here is saying Queen Keffels.
Queen. Oh,
Gotta use
Queen.
the appropriate pronouns because we're in Kakada. Queen Keffels.
Queen
that's
Keffels, yeah.
was a joke for all the Mrs. Fatsos out there who are writing down furiously things that they're trying to fuck with me over. That was a joke. I'm not actually going to have a Xanax competition with Keffels.
Then a year later, he'd have one with himself at the restaurant.
Yeah,
Was it $10 per Xanax?
he should have though.
That was
I know
fun.
that that's a shock. I know that that just breaks your heart that that's not going to happen. But I'm not.
By the way, such an angry person.
I know.
He's so
He's
mad.
just so mad all the time
He's
for
just
no
so
good
mad.
reason either. Like,
Really going to have a Xanax competition with Keffels. Although, of course, I would win.
Okay. As a matter of fact, I will win.
But there's no need to. Jeez.
oh no,
Careful,
this is
sent
bad.
$3. How about a wet t-shirt contest?
Well, bitch, you gonna win that. I don't know where you got them big ass knockers from.
Okay.
No, Ralph! No, Ralph! No, Ralph! No! Yikes! But
Oh.
I'm just saying, like,
It adds
Whoa.
up where there's
Whoa.
smoke.
where there's smoke, there's fire. There, chat.
They came from somewhere.
Operation.
So I think you
like
probably won that.
Oh my god, he's horny.
Bro, he's getting
It'd
horned
be
up.
hard to defeat that.
Okay.
What?
Whoa.
Whoa, Ralph. No, buddy. The heavy
breathing?
breathing, it intensifies.
Let the exhale.
Even the straights in the chat would be like, God damn, this.
Wait, even
Wait,
the straights.
Wait a minute, Ralph. Wait a minute, buddy. We're gonna have to bust out the bell for that one, buddy. What did you mean by this, Ralph?
Wait,
Are you saying you're not straight, Ralph? Listen, yeah, even the straights in the chat would get fired up by Queen Keffels.
There's no straight on the screen.
He's not straight. He's gay.
Oh man, this has been a heavy homosexual ep so far, huh?
It always is.
I'm not sure if I can defeat that.
Beer bottles. Beer bottles are clanking.
Do you remember that? There's
those
always
are merely my Perrier bottles, bitch.
the miscellaneous beer like sound effects.
Oh
is
my
always.
God.
I'm really not. I don't think I can defeat that. And they're huge. Like, it's like,
whoa.
did you literally just get the biggest fucking training knockers that they had
Oh
available?
my
Or,
god.
like, what is going on? Well, yeah, I know he got them from a surgeon. No, I thought he just screwed those. Yeah, I believe. Yeah.
Okay.
Grim, Ralph, grim.